For sure if this is working the way that it needs to be working. Oh, praise God. Okay. All right. So, as I like to say with these things, as long as everything is working the way that it should be working, we are now live. So, hello and welcome to everyone who's watching the Written Melanin channel, wherever this day may have found you. I'm so glad that you are here. My name is Chelsea, and I write books about black girls who aren't all that nice. And these are writing sprints. It's been a while since I've done writing sprints on a Thursday. Probably would have also helped if I told you guys that I was sprinting on a Thursday. This is essentially a pop-up sprint at this point, but that's okay. We're here to be productive. So I'm going to give everyone a couple minutes to get in here, get situated. If you are in the chat, feel free to let me know what you are working on, what you're trying to accomplish today. But as for me, myself, I am working on Project Necromancer, as you probably can tell from the title. But I am trying to, my goal is to hit 40,000 words in this project today. Like, that is what I'm aiming for. Should be achievable, but we'll see. Shout out to La, who was first in the chat. Ben is also here. Angels of Power is here. Hello, good morning. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope y'all are thriving. Feel free to go ahead and get all your stuff set up and all that good stuff. And I also want to mention, as you guys can tell, that this sprint is sponsored by Ellipsis. They are a writing software, and if you guys have not tried them out, I highly recommend giving them a shot. I'm trying to get everything set up the way that it needs to be, so excuse me while I'm just like clicking around on my screen. But want to let you guys know that if you've never heard of Ellipsis, it is a free writing software that you can go to sign up for right now. There is a link down in the description box below. This is the site. You literally can come in, log in, click around if you're interested. But one thing that I always like to tell people, one of the greatest things about Ellipsis is that they do not believe in AI. Like, they believe in the authors being the authors of their work. So if you're curious about that, for sure, go check out their website. I've been using Ellipsis since since November of last year. So I'm not going to try to figure out how many months that is because my brain is not in mathing mode right now, but it is what I use personally and I stand by it. So this is my dashboard. Like, once you get in, this is what it looks like. And another thing that I swear by for Ellipsis is its folders, because I've used plenty of software where, for whatever godforsaken reason, they just have all your documents just like lined up. You can't organize them. So for me, this is how my stuff is set up. I have Project Necromancer, and I have my draft set up by year. And then I have what I have shared with Ben, and plus the two perspectives in my graveyard. So I'm going to be working on chapter 7. And I can show you guys this because it is a completely blank document for me today. I am literally starting from ground zero. But like I said, it's something that I think is worth you guys checking out. The timer that I'm using today is from Ellipsis. This is one of their newer features. You can put in anywhere between like 2 minutes and 24 hours. So if you are like me and like sprinting and you don't always have someone going live to write with, this is a really great tool. There are a lot of great stuff about Ellipsis, but like I said, I recommend that y'all get into it and just like check it out for yourselves. But that being said, I want to give everyone about like 2 more minutes to get in here, get comfortable, get set up, and then we are going to go ahead and get into this first sprint. Also, shout out to Ayana. I hope I'm saying that right. Ayana is here. Welcome. Working on my YA fantasy novel version 2, because the first version that I wrote in high school was a Harry Potter Sailor Moon ripoff, and trying to finish chapter 12. No, like, I feel that fan fiction is like the birthplace of so many writers. Like, that's where we start at. That's where we start at, and that is okay. That is just fine. Let's see here. Angels of Power said starting on chapter 4 of my book today. Awesome. Good luck. And La and Ben cracked me up. Let's see here. Last said I'm going to be working on edits for Make Chaos Reign Over You after wrapping up my bio. Sounds good. So I do want to let you guys know. That La Purvis has a book coming up very, very, very soon. and it is now up for pre-order. So if you guys have not gotten into that, you should. I mean, you can't beat me because I have the first copy. So but you can go ahead and pre-order her book now. So if you're into Black Sapphic fantasy romance, definitely pick it up. La, if you want to drop a link in the chat, feel free to do so. So yeah. um I was doing, oh, I was pulling up the music. Good Lord. Y'all don't understand. My brain has been fighting me for like the last couple of like months almost. And I'm just kind of like, oh, I'm here. I'm functioning. I am doing the, I'm doing the things. But when I tell y'all that staying focused, I literally have a mantra in my head that's just like focus, focus, stay focused, stay focused. It's crazy. It's crazy at this point, but it's cool. It's all good. We gonna make it work one way or another. One way or another. But that being said, y'all did not come here to hear me ramble. Or maybe you did. I don't know. If you came to hear me ramble, you should definitely check out the Melanin chat. We are here to write, though. We are here to write. So if you guys have been here before, then y'all already know how this works. We got 45 minutes on the clock, and chill hop in the background. When you hear me talking to you again, it'll be time to come back and let us know what you did, how you did, all of that good stuff. I feel like there was something I was supposed to say after that, but I honestly cannot remember at this moment. So that's it. Happy sprinting, you guys. All right, you guys, that is it for that sprint. So come on back, let us know what you did, how you did, all of the good stuff. Um, who, buddy? Um, what did I get done? I have been tinkering with chapter 6 of Project Necromancer. Um, trying to trying to get it right so that I can send it over to Ben. I was working on it last night during the sprints that we do in our Discord server. So, slight plug, if you would like to join our community, you can do that by clicking the join button down in the beside the subscribe button, I think, or whatever. You can join the channel, or you can join our membership. There's a link in the description box, whatever. But we do have a community, and we were doing writing sprints last night, and so I was working on this, and it's interesting because there are definitely moments where I feel like, oh, I absolutely have Project Necromancer figured out. I know where it's going. I know what it's going to be, yada, yada, yada. And then there are moments that I'm just like, I am 100% making this up as I go along. But this scene that I'm working on now is, it's really important for me to get it right because it kind of sets the tone for everything that is going to come up in like, not like the main plot because like that is already in the works, but more like the found family plot, I guess, that is going on. And I'm just kind of like, I need to nail this. I need to get this right because this is kind of going to set the relationship tone between the main character and some of the other characters that she's meeting. So I'm just kind of like, would I like to go on to chapter 7? Yes, absolutely. But I also know that some things take time, and I know that if I try to rush it, it's not going to work out. So taking my time with that, but I feel like I've got a nice balance and I just have to tighten up what's left because the other thing about me is I'm long-winded as all get out. So I'm just kind of like, some of this conversation definitely needs to be like cut down, tightened up, etc. um so yeah, let's see here. Angels of Power said I'm 5,500 words into chapter 4. The two main characters in the novel are investigating a series of mysterious deaths of patients at what they will later find out is a haunted mental institution. Ooh, that sounds good. I mean, I always love like a mystery or a whodunit type thing. One of the things that I want to get into at some point in my career is I want to write a murder mystery, but I want to write a murder mystery where the person solving the murder is the murderer. Like that's what I would like to do at some point. Um, but yeah, let's see here. Law said I completed the bio. Okay, got you. Finished the bio, added 79 words to make chaos reign over you, and I'm working on getting a new headshot at some point. Dope. You're doing that today or just like in general? Because I definitely want to get new headshots. I feel like I always want a new headshot, but um the ones that I have currently, they just don't bring me joy like the first one that I did where I was like, it was like my hair was short and it was green and like I don't know, that I feel like that picture was really like, oh yeah, I love this one. This is my official author photo. And the ones that I have now, they're not bad, but they don't like bring me joy, if that makes sense. So I definitely want to get some new ones, but it'll probably definitely be after I do something with my hair. I'm thinking about coloring it again, but that's a whole other conversation. We'll get there when we get there. Also, this is your reminder to take a break, get a snack, get some fresh air, drink some water. Please drink your water. I've been sipping on water from my little Black Light My Books mug. So if you guys want it, you can. It's on the Melanin Library store. But I just have some warm water in here that I've been sipping on to keep me focused. Because ironically, I have found that sipping on like room temperature slash like slightly warm water works a lot better for me when I'm writing than cold water. Because I feel like cold water just like shocks my brain into like not focusing. But that could just be a me thing. It could be a me thing. And also with the way prices are set up, I'm also like, I really need to cut down on how much coffee I drink. Because I drink decaf coffee anyway. But I'm just kind of like, I don't need to be spending as much money on coffee every time that I sit down to write when I could just get some warm water and it does the same thing for my brain. So that's also where I'm at. Let's see here. in general, but soon, so it can go on the book. I just hate my picture so much. I can't do it anymore. No, I feel that. First of all, I think your picture is cute. I personally think your picture is cute, but I also understand where you're coming from. So I hope that you get the pictures that you're looking for. You know what I would love to do, and this is just me rambling, right? We'll start the next sprint 5 minutes after the hour, so you guys have about 3 or 2 minutes now to kind of like take a breath, catch a breath, do whatever it is that you need to do. But I kind of want to go to, I either want to get like a professional photo taken like at a studio, or I want to go to like one of those like selfie places where you like those content creation places that you can go into. And I just kind of want to like go and take like a bunch of pictures and have a good time. Like that's one of the things that I would like to do or try at some point. So that's on the bucket list. That's on the bucket list. But it's like I need to plan it because I definitely need to plan it for after I get like a fresh retwist, because I realized that when I started my lock journey, because this is technically my second set of locks, right? I realized that there are some people who are like retwisting their stuff all the time, and I'm just kind of like, yeah, I got my hair retwisted in February. I'm not pressed about I'm not pressed about it. I know I need to, but I'm also like, it's fine. It's fine. So wow, that was completely unnecessary information, but that being said, I support your journey in taking pictures. I don't know why my brain took me where it went, but whatever, here we are. Angels of Power said my story uses a Monster of the Week format, so each chapter of my book is a self-contained story. The overarching narrative of my story is the character development of the two main characters. Oh, dope. So it's kind of like the thing that my brain equated that to is kind of like a long running series, kind of like in the early 2000s, kind of like I don't know why my brain went to Bones, but like a Bones or like a White Collar kind of thing, where it's just like you have the main characters and they have their like relationships and stuff that you kind of like watch them navigate, but you kind of have like a goal for each week, right? Or like leverage or something, right? So I get it. I get it. That makes sense. That makes sense. I would like to see how that comes together in like a narrative format though, because like, is this an adult story, young adult, middle grade? Like, what age range is your book? I'm curious. Let me know while we are writing, because it is now 5 minutes after the hour. So we are going to go ahead and get into this second sprint. So at this point, you guys know how this works. 45 minutes on the clock, chill, hop in the background, and when you hear me talking to you again, it'll be time to come back and let us know what you did, how you did, all of that good stuff. That being said, I do want to let you guys know that I am going to go off camera for a little bit because I have to actually get up. So let me put this correctly. Hold on. Making some adjustments. Okay, here we go. Sorry, y'all know I cannot do two things. Cannot do two things at one time to save my life. Okay, there we go. Now I can say it. 45 minutes on the clock. Show hop in the background. When you hear me talking to you again, it'll be time to come back. Let us know what you did, how you did, all that good stuff. Happy sprinting, and I'll talk to you guys in 45 minutes. Good luck.
You'll be mine. Hope it's not. Hope it's not too late. I hope it's not too late. Good, you'll be mine. You'll be mine. Oh. 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 Good, you'll be mine. Good, you'll be mine. You'll be mine. Oh. Good, you'll be mine. You'll be mine. Oh. Good, you'll be mine. You'll be mine. Oh. It's not too late. You'll be mine. Hope it's not. Hope it's not too late. You'll be mine. Hope it's not. I hope it's not too late.
All right, you guys, that is it for that sprint. So come on back, let us know what you did, how you did, all of that good stuff. Um, let's see here. Shout out to the people who joined us. Ash is here. I forgot to mention that earlier during our last sprint, but she's here. Good day, ma'am. I hope you're doing well. Let's see here. Deja is also here, joining late, working on a dissertation and another journal article to edit. Dope. Sounds good. JK is also here. Welcome, love. I hope you're doing well. Let's see here. Angels of Power wrote another 4,800 plus words. Dope. You are killing these sprints. I love that. As for me, I finished up chapter 6 and I moved on to chapter 7. I'm not gonna lie, my brain is like so tired. So tired. So some of it has been a bit of a struggle. Um, but I'm also realizing there is power in just writing like description and being like, I will come back to this later. Um, because descriptions are like not my strong point. I have to put a lot of effort into those. So I'm kind of taking a card out of some of my other author friends' notebooks or pages, whatever you want to call it. And I'm just kind of like, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I am just going to come back to this in another draft, and then I will fill it out at that point. But I'm just kind of like, I don't want to lose the flow of actually writing what's happening and where it's going, because I'm pretty sure that this chapter is going to be like a major turning point for the big plot. At least that is what I'm planning for it to be, as long as it doesn't like derail itself. And so I'm just kind of like, okay, cool. Because one of the things that I've been struggling with is like, I'm not entirely sure how long this book is going to be. I know I can be long winded, but I'm also trying really hard to make sure that like every chapter is hitting the pacing and the beats that it needs to hit. So with this one, I'm just kind of like, okay, I can like reasonably, feasibly see this ending where I need it to end for some other things to happen. And so I'm like, okay, I'm not mad about this. I'm not mad about this. The book is two POVs. So I'm like, after this one, I'll probably uh, switch over to the next point of view. So yeah, let's see here. Ayana said, got a few paragraphs done. I'm taking some notes on what I'll add to previous chapters to make things make more sense. Dope. I feel that. I feel that. Let's see here. La said, I got further through this chapter. I meshed scenes together and fixed the flow so I don't have exactly an accurate word count this time. That's fair. That's valid. Um, I'm glad that you were able to get further into it. So, sounds good. Um, and honestly, you guys, I think this might have to be the last sprint for today, because I got a notification from Notion. I have a podcast to record later this afternoon. So, considering that it's an hour and our sprints are 45 minutes, I don't think I have enough time to do another full sprint before I have to start this recording. So, that will probably be the last sprint for us today. I hope you guys were able to get stuff done. Sorry for my bad planning. I totally forgot. But this is why we prepare for things ahead of time, because I'm ready for this podcast interview, even if I forgot that it was today. For some reason in my mind, it was tomorrow. But I digress. I digress. Hopefully you guys were able to be productive. Hopefully you got some good writing in. I am going to going to do my best to be back next week, Thursday, for more writing sprints. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. And of course, like I said, if you'd like to join the community, we actually do a lot of impromptu writing sprints in the Discord channel. So $5 gets you in. You can join the channel, or you can go through our membership, whatever makes you happy. But we do writing sprints. We talk about what's going on in the community, and I'm hoping to be able to do some craft workshops in the future. So that being what it is, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to let you have an amazing day. Thank you, Ash. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day as well. And this is your reminder that if you haven't given Ellipsis a try as your writing software of choice, I highly recommend it. That's what I've been using today. And the timer and being able to change the theme when you need to look at something different, the customization options, not gonna lie, they're great, because like I said, I am not highest of energy today, and being able to tweak the formatting and the background and everything else was just what I needed to like get my brain to like focus and not just kind of drown out what I've already written. So get into it. There are links in the description box if you're interested in reading any of my books. They are also linked in this video, and that's it. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for writing with me. I wish you guys all the success going forward, and until next time, I hope your days are lovely and your books are interesting. Bye, you guys.